to cloud. Hey guys.
Oh, sorry. Hi. Welcome back to Forward Farming. My bad, I've ruined that intro.
How's
hi.
it going, Becca? How
Good.
are you?
Well, I was trying to figure out why I can never get my face in just the middle of my screen, and I knew you hit record too, so that okay, that was embarrassing. I'm great. I'm doing great. How are you?
Great. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. We're getting pretty wild tonight, hey?
You bet.
At least we have green.
Yeah, I didn't want to get pinched. I knew that was going to be a topic of discussion. You're kind of in bad lighting, you could be green.
I'm wearing your wow color actually.
Are you wearing
pastel yellow?
Pale yellow?
Yes, I am. I do have green on it though.
Yeah, that counts.
Because it's a bush shirt.
Absolutely.
So we're good.
Absolutely, we'll count that. So how was your day today?
It started out great. We fed calves in record time because we had a herd check today where we were every few months we had to run all the cows through to have the vet check them, and then we vaccinate them as well. So we were doing our second half of that today. So we fed all the calves really quick this morning, and then we had time to run and go grab some teas. Have you ever had a lit tea?
Are those those energizing?
Yeah,
teas,
it's the Herbalife.
Herbology. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't even get the lit teas anymore, but we just call them teas. I get their hydrate because it's delicious and it's got energy in it. But anyways, we had time to go get those, and I'm like, great. So we're just doing good today. And then we're on our way back, and I got a call from Joey that Joe had thrown up at daycare. So we had to go pick him up. And Joey's like, I can't leave work. And I'm like, well, I can't really either. We've got her check. But you don't really have a choice. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm sorry, guys. I'll be back as soon as I can. I got to go get him. So that was kind of stressful. Not even stressful, but it just goes to that balance of motherhood and working and thinking that you're failing at something. And today it was most like I just felt like I was failing the people that were counting on me to be there, because now they're down a body. But it all worked out. The one girl that was going to leave when I was there, she was able to stay until I got back, and they were actually almost all the way done when I got back because things were just going really smoothly. So it worked out. Joe was totally fine. He farmed with me for a while, and then we had to stop at the store, and then we came home and had lunch. We both took a nap, and then went.
There you go.
Yeah, the nap was nice. It wasn't long enough. I woke up almost more tired, which was disappointing, but it turned out all right. Oh, and
oh boy,
I'm driving through my city, Hazel Green, big old town, Hazel Green. And I'm coming up and I see a cop car, and I was like, oh, someone must got pulled over. Well, there's two cop cars. There's cops walking around with big old rifles. And I'm like, oh, shit's going down today. And so there was two cop cars, and they were kind of around by this house. They were standing by the house. And there's another cop car a little bit farther up. And I'm like, what's going on? So I went and got Joe. As I'm coming back through, there's three more cop cars and more people with guns, and they were surrounding a house.
What?
It was some wild stuff. Turns out there was a domestic disturbance or domestic problem, and there were shots fired, but whoever shot had a terrible aim and didn't hurt anyone, so that's good. And the guy surrendered. No one got shot, but it was you don't see that very often where I live. So it's
how big is Hazel Green? Roughly.
I don't know.
Like 10,000?
No, a couple thousand maybe.
Okay.
It's pretty tiny. We're pretty close to like a few other big cities, but Hazel Green itself is pretty tiny. So yeah, that was wild.
So you're just having a grand old day today.
Yeah, I'm lucky I made it through though, because like on my way back, the fire trucks were out and they were like stopping traffic because this house was like right on the main road going through, and it's technically a highway going through. So like a bunch of like semis go on it and stuff because they take that to get to Dubuque. So the fire trucks and stuff were all out there. And then I saw my brother-in-law was at the fire station. He's a firefighter. So I like texted him. I'm like, spill the tea, what's happening? But yeah.
That's fun.
Did you have an exciting day too?
No, I didn't. I'm nothing like that. I was home with Porter today, and he slept most of the day. So I guess, oh, look at this. I have a special guest.
Is it Winnie?
It is. Winnie, come here. Come say hi.
Oh, Winnie. Oh, kitty. Oh,
we had to
that's
take
a nice spot you got there.
Thank you so much. We took Bear and Winnie to the vet on Monday. Both are much more chunky than they were at their last appointment in July.
How
Bear
much
went from she was 11 pounds now in July. Now she is like 12 and a half. So Winnie is on a diet. She's not. Oh, she's saying hi. Bear was very impressive. He was 99 pounds in July. Now he is 117 pounds.
That's insane. How big is he like supposed to be?
He's pretty small for a burner, all things considered. His mom, I think, was like 120 pounds, and the females are supposed to be smaller than the males. And he was the biggest one in his little litter. So we thought he was going to be like 140, 150 maybe. But his birthday's tomorrow, actually, on the 19th or the 18th or whatever day it is, the 18th. So I got him a little dog birthday cake from Chewy, and we're gonna have a little party.
He'll be 2 or 1?
Yeah, he's gonna be 2. Yep.
Is he like full grown then, or will he still grow more?
I think, I mean, I know he just put on a lot of winter weight because I wasn't able to take him for walks and stuff in the winter, but
I feel that, you know.
Girl. Yeah, me too. But I think like his size, like his height and like just overall size is going to stay right around the same. So so we were giving him like flea and heartworm pills. They said, now that he's over 100 pounds, you're going to have to double up on those. So it's just going to be cheaper if you get him like a shot. And I didn't know that you could give him like heartworm and a flea shot or a tick prevention shot. So that way when he's just like ripping the headphones out of my ears.
Well, you started petting her, so now you can't stop.
Yeah. See, this is one of the times when you guys just need to be watching us on YouTube so you can get full Winnie content and see her beautiful butt like Becca.
She's so fluffy.
She is. She's a good girl. We were playing on the floor this morning, and Porter just reached over and just grabbed a clump of her whiskers and pulled. And she just whipped around so fast. Like if anyone else would have done that, she would have just ripped them to shreds. But she's just like, yeah, okay, and then just trotted off.
I better not hurt this human.
No, it was adorable. But yeah, it's been kind of a slow day, which is all right. It's been kind of a slow week for me here. So I don't have many fun stories or anything, but I am excited for tonight's episode. We have a fun guest joining us tonight. I'm excited to hear some of her stories. We're waiting for her to hop on the call, but we are going to be joined by Courtney tonight. You might know her on Instagram from Green Pasture Cattle Company. She's from Wisconsin. She's from now she's Mrs. Green Cattle Company. Green Pasture Cattle Company, sorry. But she's down.
Winnie's just
You're
so
gonna have to go.
distracting.
She's down in the Madison area. So excited to talk to her and hear what she has to say tonight. So that'll be fun. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
she's like goals. She has Highland cattle. They do like mounts, like head mounts that are they're gorgeous.
Mhm.
She's amazing at painting. She makes the
her
best
reels. They're so
like,
good.
there is not a reel that she makes that I do not laugh my ass off. And I am just like, why could I have thought of something like that? Like,
and
they are the best.
Oh gosh, Winnie's rolling on her belly right now and it's adorable. But speaking of Courtney, she just entered the chat. So let's, how do I get her back? Oh no.
You just kick her out before she even got to be on?
Probably. Okay, here we go. Winnie is going to be conducting this evening's interview, so expect some sass. Is she here?
Yeah.
Kind of. Can you turn your video on?
Yeah.
We'd like to see her pretty face.
Yes, please.
Oh, there we are.
Hi. Hi, Courtney. How are you?
How are you guys?
Good.
Good. We are already recording just to make our lives easier. So no pressure, but welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Thank you for
being
taking time out of your day to join this mess. This is Winnie, my cat. So she's going to be doing the interview tonight. So thank you.
I need it right now.
So Courtney, welcome to the podcast. First time here. Glad to have you.
Yes.
Would you like to give our listeners a little rundown on yourself, who you are, what you're from, where you're from, what you do? Just lay it all on us.
Sure. So my husband Aaron and I, we raised Texas Longhorns. We're like an hour away from Madison, so South Central Wisconsin. I started the Instagram page like 3 years ago, just because I knew like we wanted to sell our beef and thought it would be a good way of doing so. And then Aaron's also a taxidermist, so we sell like Texas Longhorn mounts and skulls too. My background is I grew up in the suburbs, so this whole country life thing was brand new to me like 5 years ago when I moved out into the country with Aaron. So yeah, I just loved it and wanted to be involved, and so that's where I'm at, I guess.
So did Aaron have the farm and everything all set up when you met him, or was this like a new adventure for both of you?
Kind of. So he's a third generation farmer. So his dad and uncle own a farm, but we kind of went off and did our own thing with raising our herd of Texas Longhorns. They do Black Angus. So that's what he grew up doing. And then also they milked Holsteins as well. But they gave that up like 3 years ago.
So how did you guys how did you decide on the Longhorn? Like that doesn't seem like a very Wisconsin hardy cow.
I know there aren't many Longhorn herds here, but we actually, so down the road from us, there's a farm who they have Texas Longhorns. Well, they did. So we would always drive by it and we'd be like, oh, they're so pretty. And Aaron, of course, being a taxidermist, would be like, Ooh, I'd love to mount that. So, well, hey, that works because we can sell the beef and, you know, use more of the animal.
So do you have to do anything different with the Longhorns? Like, how do they handle over the winter? I guess is there any difference in
No,
that?
they're totally fine in the winter. It's just working them is a little different because obviously they're horns. So like our chute is modified to, you know, account for the long horns. And they're a little bit more difficult to work because of that, because, you know, nobody wants to get impaled by a horn. So you got to watch
Like
yourself.
that could just go right through you.
Yeah. It's sketchy. It's sketchy sometimes.
Okay. How much do the horns weigh? Like, I've seen them walking down, like, you know, in Fort Worth, and they can barely walk.
Yeah. I think they kind of just bob that way. They're not completely solid. They're kind of hollow. Like there's blood flow at the bases, but then they are hollow. So it's not, they look heavier than they are, I think.
Okay. And
So the males, oh, sorry, go ahead.
when we were introducing you before, I accidentally said Highland cattle and not Texas Longhorns. I just want to put that out there. I'm sorry.
Rude.
Sorry.
Becca doesn't
They
know
both
her
have
brand
horns.
of cows.
It's okay.
But yeah, they are super cute. They might be cuter than Highlands. I don't know. It's a shaggy hair with Highlands though. They're hard to beat.
Yeah.
But.
And the Highland calves, they're so fluffy.
They're so fluffy.
Yeah.
I love following Mel with Unconventional
Yeah.
Acres. When she
Mhm.
starts calving, I'm like, oh my god, I want one.
I know, me too.
How old are the Longhorns when their horns are like full grown? I'm just thinking like dairy cattle, obviously, if we wouldn't dehorn them, they don't get that long.
Yeah. I mean, most of their growth is in the first like 3 or 4 years, but they grow horn until they die. So
Oh, okay.
they keep growing every year. So
Do you have to trim them down, like file them down so they don't get too big, or do you like round the points at all? Do you do anything with their horn?
no.
You should just put like pool noodles on the end of them.
I know, I've thought of that, or like tennis balls. Like
oh
just,
yeah.
like I don't want to lose an eye.
That's a great
I feel
idea.
like balls would be okay.
Yeah. It wouldn't like add any extra weight to them, and then they would be protecting themselves and others.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So you guys sell, how do you sell your meat? I guess I know you started thinking about shipping. I don't know if you have yet. Otherwise, do you like do farmers markets, or how do you sell?
We have a small little shop on our farm. It's super tiny, but it basically just has a big freezer in our merch. And so we sell I like preferably to sell quarters just because it's less work for me. But
Mhm.
if our quarters don't sell, then we put together bundles.
Oh, okay. So you don't
No
like
farmers
necessarily
market.
always sell or always have stuff in stock.
Correct. Yeah. We normally try and like pre-sell, like we know a steer's going in, so we try and sell those quarters ahead of time.
And how
shipping.
would their meat differ from like an Angus or, you know, a dairy breed? What are their like known meat qualities?
They're supposed to be a leaner breed, so it's supposed to be better for you. Less calories, less fat, that kind of thing. I prefer it. I don't know. you can't really tell the difference too much. Like I find that the ground beef is like less greasy. Like sometimes I don't even have to strain the grease out if I'm making like tacos or anything. But yeah, it tastes just as good as Angus.
We'd like to hear it. You're grass fed, correct? Or do you feed grain too?
Not solely grass fed. We finish with some grain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you gotta.
Yeah.
I'm pro grain finished.
I've never tried a totally grass fed animal. I don't know.
I guess I haven't either, but I've seen like the marbling, and I appreciate a good marbled steak.
Yeah, for sure.
So do you have any other animals out there other than the longhorn?
Just the chickens and ducks, which is my
With
deal.
the most beautiful chicken coop in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you. That was a DIY project with my father. Yeah, just the chickens and ducks. I would love to get some llamas, but of course Aaron's like, why would you want that? So
Aren't they
No.
like protectors?
yeah, that's the angle I'm trying to work.
Hmm.
To protect my flock, you know?
It might be easier just to ask for forgiveness and permission with this project.
Absolutely.
You
Story
can
of
you
my
can
life.
blame us for it too. Just say, well, Amber and Becca said it was okay, so then it's
Yeah.
fine.
Definitely. He would totally understand.
And if he like refuses to keep it, you could bring it to my house, and then I'll try out that method, and then we'll just go from there. But
Okay, sure.
I think a llama would be really fun to have. They're just
I think
they're
so
so
too.
cute.
They're so cute. I'm thinking like alpaca over llama, but I don't really know. I don't know much about them yet. I have a lot of research to do.
Yeah.
Is one nicer than the other? I feel like alpacas are nicer, maybe.
That's
I
what I've
think I've
heard.
been spit at by an alpaca before, or maybe it was a llama. I don't know. One of them spit at me though.
Apparently spit more or have more attitude. I don't know though.
Maybe that's my spirit animal. They have a lot of attitude and they like to spit at people.
I feel like it definitely is. Yes.
So now I really need one.
Okay, well, going off of spirit animals, Courtney, what's yours?
Oh, God.
Just completely change the subject.
I would say a donkey.
I was
I
not
know.
expecting that.
I just like them.
So you should get a donkey as well.
Yeah, I think
And then your llama would have a friend.
A
Yeah.
mini donkey and 2 alpacas.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Our neighbors, they had donkeys, like mini donkeys, little Shrek donkeys.
Mhm.
And it had a baby a couple years ago, and we went out to see it, and Sophia was like just standing at this time. She was super tiny, and this little baby was like just as tall as her. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I
How
feel
did
like
you-
if I get my girls on board, like daddy doesn't say no to my girls. Like
There you go. Maybe an
very
early Christmas present.
yes.
Or Easter, that's closer.
Oh yeah,
I like that idea
there you
better.
go. You guys are bad influences.
That's what I'm here for.
Appreciate
Alright.
it.
So then besides your beef, I'm guessing you sell eggs. And then what kind of like merch do you sell? I know you do paintings. Do you sell those as well?
Yes. Yep. I've been doing more paintings. I kind of just jumped in after like a 15-year hiatus from painting. I actually went to my first 2 years of college I went to UW Milwaukee in the art program, and my major was painting, but then I switched to interior design, and that's what I graduated UW Madison with.
That explains so much about you.
It does.
like how beautiful your house is and everything. That okay.
I mean, just like looking at your
Uh-huh.
wall behind you is just so much nicer than what I've got going on.
Well,
Thank you. Thank you. They're hats that
I
I
got a
never
gray
wear.
wall.
So yeah, I've just been starting painting again, and it's been really fun. I don't know why I took 15 years off, but you know,
Blame the
whatever.
kids. Blame the
Yeah,
kids.
definitely.
So
So
how
did you work?
end up?
Oh.
Sorry.
Go
Where
ahead.
did you end up meeting your husband when he wants to know?
All I see is a fluffy butt. I met my husband my third year of college. I went to UW-Madison, and my friend was dating his friend, and she was my roommate too. So we saw each other a lot, and we actually met at a kegger.
True
Very
Wisconsin love
Wisconsin.
story.
Yeah, exactly. And I was dressed ridiculous. I mean, it was like a rainbow themed kegger. And he was just like, yeah, I need that woman in my life. I'm going to marry her. And so
Aw,
that's how it all began.
cute.
Adorable. Did you grow up around Milwaukee or Madison, or where did you grow up?
Madison.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, super close, like 20 minutes away from Madison.
Cool. Winnie. I feel like I could just lay my head on her and be comfortable. Oh, good night.
Good night. All right. See you guys later.
All right, so let's switch gears to social media.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about what happened to you, or is it still a little too fresh? I mean, we can skip it.
No, I can talk about it. I just feel so dumb. These hackers they're getting good at what they do. Like, I don't know. Do you want to hear like how it happened, or?
Yeah, I mean, I think
Let's hear the whole thing.
that way, like,
Okay.
no one else, falls for it. Because you had what, over
Yeah.
30,000 followers, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
34.8. Not that
Ugh.
I'm counting.
So how you said you started your social media like 3 years ago? What did you do to grow that fast? Was there anything that you noticed?
I mostly just made stupid videos of myself. It started with just like trying to embarrass my husband, but then I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. So I kept going, and yeah, that's how I grew my following. So what happened was I had applied to get like the blue check mark by my name to get verified. And you go through your settings and you can fill it out. It's really easy, but they're super vague. Like they don't tell you when they're going to get back to you. So I got this direct message on January 20th, and it appeared to be from Instagram. It had the Instagram logo. It said, we've reviewed your application. You're eligible for this blue tick mark. All you need to do is click here, fill out a few more things. So I filled out, I don't know, it asked for like my email or something. And then afterwards, it made it look like it logged me out of Instagram, and it said like it was like the Instagram logon page. So I tried to log back in, and that was actually the hacker. I just gave them my username and password.
Oh my gosh.
That's how they got me.
That is
What?
like, I'm just thinking, if you like just filled out your email and stuff, like how did they get your password?
Exactly.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
it wasn't that part that got me. It was just that they made it look like they logged you out, or like Instagram logged you out and you had to log back in. And then the hacker changed my email, password, and put his phone number in too. So like you can go through the Instagram support center and it says like, oh, just ask for a link. Well, it was just sending the link to him every time, no matter what I did. So yeah.
Wow. I just don't
Terrible.
understand. Like, what's the point of hacking it? Like,
I
what is
understand
he
that
gaining from it?
So I messaged him through my account now is the Mrs. Green Pastures Cattle. It's actually like an old account that I had started years ago. And so I messaged my Green Pastures Cattle account and I was just like, give my account back. Like you have nothing to gain from this. Like what's in it for you? And he was like, if you give me $10,000, I'll give it back.
What?
I'm like, I'm sorry, did you look at my page? Like, I'm a farmer. Like, I don't have $10,000 laying around. Like,
Maybe you should
Yes,
hack
one
the one
moment,
with
please.
money.
What's your Venmo? Like, let me give you my bank account number too.
he said he asked for it in Bitcoins.
Oh, of course he did.
Right. So
how I can't even, what were you like, what were you feeling when that happened?
so helpless. Like there's really nothing you can do. Like I filled out all the forms on Instagram, like the Instagram support. It's really hard to get to, and I feel like they probably get millions of those a day. I've heard nothing from them. It's been like 2 months. So and then of course I've done so much research, like YouTube videos, like how to get your account back, and I don't even have like the same options, or I didn't, that these other people who have retrieved their accounts, like I didn't even have those same things to like click on. So I don't know, everything's kind of a dead end. So recently I'm just like, you know what? It's just time to rebuild.
Yeah, I mean, what else can you do? It,
Right. Like, I've tried everything. I doubt Instagram's actually going to get back to me at this point.
I think if you like have issues, you have to almost know someone that works at Instagram to like get anywhere. I know someone else that got their account hacked and it was also connected to their Facebook account. So they couldn't even get into their Facebook, and that's like how they did most of their business. Oof. And so like they had to completely start over, but this other person was still posting as them, and it's like no, that's not me, but it's just
that's terrible.
Ugh.
I at least like my accounts were connected, but I had different logins.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good.
They weren't able to take over my Facebook page, thank God, because that's how we sell most of our beef. So at least there's that. But yeah, that's terrible.
Ugh.
So what is your
sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Of a lot of people who have known someone through Facebook too, and that's how they like got their account back too. But I don't know anyone. Unfortunately.
So what is your new Instagram handle so people can go follow you now?
Yes, it's Mrs. Green Pastures Cattle.
So is your old account still up and running? Like, can you see them posting stuff still?
It's not.
Or did it get taken down?
Disabled. So like the hacker only had my account for like 3 days maybe. And he posted weird stuff, and like all my followers knew, like obviously that's not Courtney, like she wouldn't post that. So everyone reported my old account, along with me too. I just kept hitting report. So it was disabled. So at least there's that. Like, he's not on there trying to scam my friends and followers anymore. But just like the other night, I tried to log in again just to see. I thought like maybe magical, like I don't know what I was thinking. And it sent a recovery link to my hacker's email again. So if you see my account like all of a sudden become active, just know it's not me.
That's
I almost
super
wonder if they would
frustrating.
like change everything to like delete everything and then sell it to someone like with the followers, you know?
Yeah,
But
that's
I
what
just
he
I think
threatened to
that's
do.
so dumb because it's not gonna be the followers that you want.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Like it
Like,
I
it's
don't
like the farming community. Like, it's not like anybody
and I
can
don't think
take
you're
over.
gonna find a farmer to buy that. You know,
Right.
be like, oh yeah, there's 30,000 like farming things. I better buy that.
Right.
For $10,000.
Yeah, that's what he threatened me with. He's like, if you don't give me $10,000, like I'm gonna start deleting all of your content, and I'm gonna sell your account on the black web, or on the
Ooh.
dark web. Sorry. I'm like, oh, okay.
I can't
Good
imagine
luck.
anyone would actually pay him that much money. I feel like
Like,
he
at
should have
least,
said like $500. Then I mean,
exactly.
I'd pay
Like,
$500 maybe.
I probably would have considered it for $100.
It's a way easier way to make money.
Yeah.
He's just gotta hack a couple people a day and he can make a good living.
Exactly. Like,
Now
just
you're
be
gonna give all these
reasonable.
people different ideas. Now everybody's gonna start getting their accounts
If
hacked. 'cause
someone
Becca
messages
says-
you a link, don't click on it.
Well, it's funny because like maybe a month ago, I got a DM from like an Instagram like official thing saying like, oh, you can be eligible to get a blue check. I'm like, no, I can't. I'm not falling for this. I know Courtney's message. She taught me better than this.
It was probably the same like group of hackers. You're
Yeah,
just smart enough to know that was.
well, I didn't even open the message. I mean, if I wanted to have known your story, I probably would have at least opened it. I don't know if that makes a difference if you like open a message or if you have to
I don't
like.
think so. I think they really relied on me to click like the link that they provided.
Well, but honestly, if you hadn't, like, I wonder if he even knew that you had applied for the check mark or if it was just a coincidence. Because if you hadn't applied for it, the chances of you opening that were probably pretty slim.
Right. I never would have clicked or done anything with it, but the fact that I applied like 2 weeks prior, I was like, oh, maybe this is them. And then I also like clicked on the Instagram, like whoever sent it, I clicked on that account and it didn't go anywhere. And so I was like, oh, it's not actually going to an account. Like, maybe this actually is Instagram, but it was not.
Because I know
Plot
like
twist.
with the Amazon, if you like sign up to be an Amazon influencer or whatever to get like an affiliate link through Amazon, you have to follow their Instagram account, like the Amazon influencer account,
Really?
before you can get like accepted. So did you have to do anything like that? Like, did you have to follow any like Instagram page or anything? Because I wonder,
No.
because like sometimes when you follow like weird accounts like that, you'll get like bots that follow you automatically. So I wonder, I don't know. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bamboozed. That sucks. I'm sorry that happened.
It's okay.
You're still killing the content though.
You are.
Still
Thank
killing
you.
the content. How do you even come up with your reels? Do they just come to you? Or are you one of those like planner people that has like batch content or?
I'm not a planner. I don't
Good.
plan stuff.
You fit in well with us then.
You do. You're among friends.
Yeah, I don't know. It just randomly comes to me and then I just post it.
I like that. They always make me laugh.
Mhm.
Thank you.
So what do you do in your free time? Do you have free time?
I don't really, but I'm mom life. I've got 2 littles. And then I also work part-time as an emergency department technician. So
How
I'm
is that?
there-
You survived the vid, okay?
yes, barely. But honestly, it helped like having the Instagram page and the farm to like get through that. Because if I were a full-time employee at the hospital in the
Mhm.
ER, I don't know. I don't know if I would have made it.
That would have been, oh yeah, that would have been tough. Like you
Yeah.
almost need like an outlet to,
Oh yeah,
you know,
definitely.
to come back and then to get all the fresh air and stuff too, I'm sure helps rather than being cooped up in the house.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So how did you go from painting to interior design to working in an ER? How that's cool.
I don't know.
That's quite the resume.
I don't know. So when I graduated from interior design, it was 2010, and there just wasn't a whole lot of jobs available. So I worked as like more of like a sales person selling like design materials like flooring and all the countertops and cabinets and stuff. And I was like, oh, I don't like this. Like, I'm not a salesperson. So then I completely went a different direction and worked for an animal rescue. And then found that I kind of liked like the vet tech aspect of it. But instead of becoming a vet tech, I switched to like people. I don't know.
So then
That's
you went to UW-Madison for nursing then or for what?
That was for interior design. So I
Oh, okay.
graduated UW-Madison with an interior design degree, did that for a year and then realized like I'm not a salesperson, like this is not fun. And I didn't really like designing for other people. So yeah. I
okay.
ended up
So
in that field.
you're funny and creative. You're a farmer. You're a nurse. You're a mom. Like, is there anything you're not good at?
I feel like I'm just mediocre at a lot of things.
Well, my mind is blown because you're just doing so many cool things and it's so fun to follow you and keep up with all of your adventures.
Thank you. You guys were both such an inspiration for me, like starting out. Like I looked up to both of you. I remember like messaging Becca like way back and being like, Becca, someone said something that was mean to me.
And now what do? Fuck off.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, language.
Delete and block.
There you go.
Have a blessed day. Unless you're feeling snarky, then you make a reel about it and then you get over it anyways.
Yes, absolutely.
I saw a trucker hat. It's like inappropriatetruckerhats.com or something. It's like some stupid name, but it was this trucker hat and it said, be kind. And then in cursive, it said, or kindly fuck off. And I was like, this is close to buying it today.
I feel like I would wear that all the time.
I'm just going to wear it around the house for Porter. Just like read the hat.
Just wait till he can read, or like he sees pictures when he's older, like, Mom. Wow.
Then I will gift it to him when he has his own baby.
There you go. A new family tradition.
Yes.
Oh, just kidding. Just kidding.
Oh, well, is there any other special talents you'd like to share with us, Courtney?
No.
Wanna just
Nothing.
remind everyone where they can find you on all your social media platforms?
Yes, Mrs. Green Pastures Cattle on Instagram, and then Facebook is just Green Pastures Cattle.
And have you
Perfect.
started shipping your meat
Not
elsewhere
yet.
or not yet? Okay.
So far, we've
Good.
just been selling local and we sell out. So until the day comes where we kind of have a surplus and need to move beef, then I'll look into it again. So
It's so much.
it's a lot to figure out, you know.
I wish it was easier.
Me too. And
Do you sell
cheaper.
your merch? Do you ship your merch?
Yeah, we have t-shirts that you can go on our website and buy, and those are easy to ship, and my paintings, those are easy to ship too. So
go check her out if you need some t-shirts or some really actually amazing paintings too.
They are so good. I was showing Dan all your paintings and stuff, and he was very impressed. So,
Or you could probably hire her to decorate your house, maybe.
yeah.
Or if
Yeah.
you've got a cut, she could probably fix you right up.
yes, all of the above.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, Courtney, for joining us tonight and for taking time out of your busy schedule to sit down and talk nonsense with us for a little bit. We really appreciate it.
Yes, thanks for having me.
If you what we're gonna stop
no,
recording?
no,
Oh.
I wasn't.
Okay, so if you guys have time to leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts, we'd really appreciate that. Or you can leave it on Facebook, Instagram, where we feel like telling us that we're doing a good job. We'd appreciate that. If you have negative comments, I guess we'll take those too. But
we're just gonna
be
wear
like
our
that
hats.
audio, like leave a review on Yelp, and I will not read it. Make sure you're following us on Instagram at Forward Part Podcast, on Facebook and YouTube, and on our personal pages at Cranberry Chats and at Farming with the Hillbees.
I think that does it for tonight, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.